If you've been feeling like it's time to declutter your mind, reconnect with your breath, and come home to yourself, this class is for you. I'm Angelica, and welcome to today's Slow Flow for Self-Love, where we're essentially going to write a love letter to ourselves through yoga. We're going to start today's class in our child's pose. So you can bring your big toes together and your knees wide, and you're going to sink the hips down, stretching your arms out long in front of you, and gently resting your forehead to the mat. Taking a moment at the beginning of today's practice to just connect with the breath, noticing the natural flow, natural rhythm of your breath today. Not trying to change it, just letting it be. Maybe sinking the hips a little bit deeper on each exhale. And we're going to take this moment at the beginning of practice to basically just set an intention. We're going to focus on a positive affirmation today. So it can be anything from I'm beautiful, to I'm strong, to I love myself as I am. Just any positive affirmation that's calling out to you today. Centering in on that, feeling it in your heart center, and just breathing. Taking one more breath here. And on your next inhale, gently rising up, walking your hands towards your knees, bringing the thighs and the knees together and curling up onto your toes. Bringing your hands to your thighs. Coming back to the breath. And you're going to inhale, bringing your arms out long, opening through the chest. Exhale, hugging yourself here. Inhale, arms out long. Exhale to hug. Inhale. And exhale to hug here. And then bringing the palms to the mat, coming to our tabletop pose. So our shoulders are stacked over our wrists. Our knees are hip distance apart. And we're going to flow through some cat-cows. You're going to inhale to drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale here. Inhale to cow pose. And as you exhale, chin to chest, rounding through the spine. And just flowing through it, following your own breath here. As you inhale, you're dropping the belly down, opening the chest. And as you exhale, chin to chest, rounding the spine. And as you're moving through it, maybe flowing like a wave, inviting any movement that's calling to you. Taking one more. And coming back to our tabletop pose here. And then we're going to inhale, curling the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. And just letting your head and your neck hang here, releasing any tension. Maybe slowly pedaling through the feet. We're not in a rush, just taking our time. And inhale, walking up to meet your hands. As you exhale, forward fold. So our knees are slightly bent. We're releasing the head and the neck, letting the arms hang. And maybe you hold on to opposite elbows here, swaying in a ragdoll. Coming back to the breath. And on your next inhale, we're rising up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then taking a moment here, maybe closing the eyes or lowering your gaze. Taking a deep breath. And coming back to that affirmation we set at the beginning of practice. And exhale, hands down by your sides. Inhale, rising up. Mini back bend here. Slowly exhale, forward fold. And then bringing the right leg back, dropping the right knee, untucking the right toes. You're going to inhale, coming into a low lunge, keeping the left knee bent here. Keeping the arms nice and strong, but relaxing the shoulders as you exhale. Letting the hips sink deeper and deeper on each exhale. And then on your next inhale, you're going to bring your arms out long, opening the chest. Exhale to hug yourself here. Inhale, opening the arms out long. Exhale to hug. One more. And inhale, bringing the arms up high. Exhale, palms to the mat. And we're going to come into our half split, so straightening that left leg out. Folding over the left leg as we exhale. Inhaling to lengthen through the spine. Exhaling to fold. And then inhale, bending that knee. Exhale to straighten. One more inhale. And exhale to straighten. And then inhaling to bend the knee. And then coming into pigeon pose. So bringing that left leg down, keeping that knee bent. And just taking a second here with the chest lifted to reconnect with your breath. Honoring your inhale and your exhale. Knowing that no matter how hard life gets, you always have the power to pick yourself up and listen to your breath. And you're going to inhale here. And as you exhale, you can lower down the forearms, stacking the right palm on top of the left, and then gently resting your forehead on top of your hands. Allowing yourself to melt into this pose. Keeping the breath nice and slow. Maybe pausing at the top of your inhale, noticing that little space right before you exhale. Inhaling to rise up. Exhale, bringing that leg down, coming into our Sphinx pose, lowering the forearms, lifting that chest. And then bringing your palms under your shoulders. Inhale, curling the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedaling through the feet here. Inhaling, walking up to meet your hands. Exhaling to fold. And then stepping that left leg back, bringing the left knee down. Inhale, rising up to our low lunge on the right side this time. Keeping the arms strong and the shoulders relaxed. Letting go of any unnecessary tension here. Inhaling, bringing the arms out wide, opening the chest. Exhale to hug yourself. We're giving ourselves a little bit of extra love today. Inhale, bringing the arms out long. Exhale. One more here. Inhale. And exhale. Great job. Inhale, come back up to your low lunge. And as you exhale, gently framing the feet here. And we're going to straighten out that leg. And as you exhale, just gently folding forward. And on the next inhale, bending through the knee. Exhale to straighten. Inhale, bending through the knee. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, bending through that knee. And coming into our pigeon pose. Lowering down. Keeping the chest strong. Taking a second here to come back to that positive affirmation. Feeling it in your heart before we sink a little bit deeper into pigeon. knowing that you're good enough just as you are. There's nothing you need to change in this moment. We're just honoring ourselves and our breath. And as you exhale, slowly bring the forearms down and resting the forehead. Being extra gentle with yourself here. Feeling the hips begin to soften as you melt into your pigeon. Inhaling to slowly lift up, palms to the mat. Exhale, bringing that right leg back, sinking down and coming into Sphinx pose, forearms to the mat. Using the forearms and the palms to gently press into the mat, feeling a stretch in the lower back. Then bringing the palms under the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Coming back into our child's pose, so knees wide, big toes together, sinking the forehead, stretching the arms. Inhale, walking the hands up. Exhale, rolling up to a seated position here. And then once you're in your seated position, bringing the soles of the feet together here. Sitting up nice and tall. And just gently giving yourself a massage on your feet. Massaging out the toes and the soles of your feet. Maybe allowing your eyes to close for a second. Letting yourself relax. And then you can inhale, sitting up nice and tall. And as you exhale, gently folding forward. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, bringing the knees together, bringing the palms down, and gently windshield wiper the knees, bringing them side to side. And then coming into our deer pose. So bringing that left leg back, right leg in front. You're going to inhale. Exhale, gently folding over the right leg. And you're going to inhale, walking the hands up. Exhale, coming to our seated position, bringing the hands to the knees. Taking a breath. Exhale. We're going to come into deer on the other side. So left leg in front of you, facing our left leg. Inhale, reaching the arms up. And exhale, forward fold. hands up. And as you exhale, we're gonna come into our tabletop pose here. And then you're gonna bring the thighs and the knees together, sinking the hips down and bringing your forehead down to the mat. And if you can, wrapping your hands around and holding on to your heels. Taking a moment here to feel smallness in this pose, yet also feeling strength within you. And inhale, rolling over the ankles here, rising up, coming to a seated position. And we're going to end today's class with a couple of deep breaths in our seated position, Sukhasana. So sitting up nice and tall here, relaxing the palms to either the knees or to heart center, dropping the gaze or closing the eyes. Relaxing the shoulders and the jaw, softening the eyelids, coming back to the breath. Taking a moment here to come back to that intention, that affirmation that you said at the beginning. Knowing that you are safe, loved, beautiful, and kind. And we're gonna inhale through the nose, filling the belly with air. And exhale, sigh it out, letting the air go completely. Inhale, feeling the belly rise. And exhale, feeling it fall. Taking one more breath together, inhale. And exhale, sigh it out. Thank you so much for coming to today's class. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment down below any classes that you would like to see next, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.